first saw Pimlico, I thought it looked like a posh greenhouse.
Remember the days of the old schoolyard, we used to laugh a lot.
This is a story about a group of first years who wrote a guide about Pimlico.
When we had imaginings and we had...
You come out of primary school, you were the biggest children there, you know, the top class, and then you come in and you're bottom again, you know.
In Pimlico, I'm just a face in 1,000, but in primary, I was like, you know, I could boss people about in it.
I felt really nervous because all the big kids are bigger than me.
I wish they warned us about a few things before we came.
Hey, look at that little first year. Little first year. Look at them little shoes she's got on. I wasn't like that when I came.
These older kids, they think they own the place.
They have lots of good things here. I never had music in my school, just assemblies. Boring. In primary school, you have to sit on the floor and sing songs, but in Pimlico, you have to sit on chairs and listen to the headmaster talk.
I would just like to talk to you about something which I believe is very important, and that is reliability. Are you reliable as far as your family's concerned? Are you reliable as far as your tutor's concerned?
That's us. We're first years. We're full 19, and we decided to write a guide about Pimlico for next year's first years.
Please be reliable. Thank you.
There's about 500 first and second years, and any of them could have done the guide, but we got there first, Form 19.
The first years are the ones that really need a guide because they don't know where to go.
I mean, Pimlico's already got a prospectus, but it's for the parents, not for the first years.
In what way is this the type of language used here perhaps not right for our brochure? Pimlico Musicians Course. In what way would you change it, perhaps? Jason, what about you?
It's more for grown-ups than first years.
How is it more for grown-ups?
It's got too many grown-up words.
Give us an example of that.
Like
Read that.
opportunities.
Opportunities, about another few words. Too difficult.
Curriculum.
Curriculum, whatever that is, yes. Any other?
And there's exceptional.
Exceptional. What about other things about the booklet, Angie, which are too difficult or too adult?
There's too much writing.
Too much writing, yes.
And there's no kind of pictures to show that writing about.
We wanted our guide to be really easy to read and to tell the primary school kids things they really wanted to know about, like clubs and things.
We wanted lots of cartoons and things because it gets boring if there's too much writing.
We decided to do an ordinary brochure.
Right, this is the school prospectus. Now, what about it for size, for ours?
No, it's too big.
It's too big.
You can't carry it around.
Okay. Well, I want to show you something. If we take, Ian here, look, if we take a piece of A4 paper, which is what this size is, and if we actually fold it, okay, it's the same piece of paper, all you do is fold it, do the same with a folder, just fold it in half, and then you get a much better size.
First we got together in groups to swap stories about Pimlico.
My dad even wanted me to come to an all-boys school, but my mum said no because you don't want to end up puffy, you know.
When I first come, right, they had this. They said that if you come cheeky with all the big ones, right, they stick your head down the toilet.
I said to my mum, I don't know if I really want to go there because there's somebody. People were saying that somebody got stabbed. I don't know if it's really true, but it might be, right? And so my mum said, that does it, then you're definitely not going there. And then afterwards, people just said that it was really just a rumour.
But it's a good school, really, because they're just telling all these lies just because we're there and they're not.
Then we visited a primary school to ask the kids what they wanted to know. They asked us questions and we told them the answers.
You've got homework every night. You've got homework. Humanities. Well, it's a mixture of.
You use chemicals and things like this. When we used to have our stats, all we used to do is just cut up fish and everything. Is there any clubs after school?
Oh yeah, there's clubs every night except for maybe Friday because they have a staff meeting and they sometimes have meetings.
Can we go to the library after school?
Yeah, from 3:30 to 5:30, and you can come out any time you want though.
No, because we're the last form. There's not usually a 19, but we go to Hurtwood. That's our special. That's our own. That's Pimlico's own place, isn't it, Paul?
When you go into Pimlico, you can also have a choice whether you want to do French or Spanish. But
What kinds of books do they have in the library?
every sort of book. I mean, they've got fiction, science.
What kind of things do
You've got space on there as well. Snooker table.
Now we've got to talk about the contents of the brochure. Any suggestions? Ian,
Introduction by 419.
about what?
About us.
Any more?
Lessons like SMILE.
SMILE is our maths work. It stands for Secondary Maths Individual Learning Experiment. We get all our work on special cards like these.
Have you got any suggestions, Susan?
Rules about lunch and break.
What rules?
Like not running down the stairs.
It's an awful small brochure. There's 29 items. Can't we put some things together?
Well, have you got any suggestions?
Tuck shop and dinners.
A few people made suggestions and the list got shorter.
Now, who's going to write about what?
Let me do Hurtwood.
Hurtwood is Pimlico's country annex in Surrey. Once a year, each class visits it for a week.
We just went there for a day to just have a look around.
God, it's a beautiful view. Oh, isn't it nice?
Just put your hand underneath so it's important. Just straight to the top.
Every day when you're there, you get some time to do what you want, like working with the animals.
They're lovely.
But be careful when feeding them.
And then the Scots pines are the tall, straight ones.
Almost every day there's an outing in the woodlands.
Get into your groups of two.
We learn to recognise trees.
There you are. Have you put that cold down and try that?
Yeah.
Let me do it.
What's a silver pine?
It is. It is.
What is a silver pine?
Scotch pine.
Oh yeah. Scotch pine.
Scotch pine.
Have I put silver birch there?
Well, I don't know. Look, have a look here. And that's the silver birch. The sherry.
Back at Pimlico, Justin wrote out a page about Hurtwood.
I wrote over it in black because it's clearer to read.
Dinner time is a big rush. We eat dinner in the year room. A meal is 35 pence, but you can spend more. There's everything from curry to milkshakes. You pay for every day, not £3.50 at the beginning of each week, like at primary school.
I'll give it to you in a minute. You have to sit down. All right, sit down. Make sure you bring it back.
Uniform. In primary school, you wear your clothes you want. But in secondary school, you have to wear a uniform. Like girls wear blue skirts, but they can wear blue trousers. Boys wear trousers and a school tie.
We decided to start our brochure with some jokes.
Here's a draft definition. What's a school desk?
Don't know.
Waste paper bin with a lid.
Well, there's this boy, right, and he came into school really late, and the teacher said, "Andrew, where have you been?" And Andrew goes, "Oh, miss, I've been having my hair cut." And the teacher goes, "Well, you shouldn't be having your hair cut in school time." And Andrew said, "Well, it grows in school time."
We told the class what we were going to write about so that they could make suggestions. Some of us done it with clock diagrams.
First, these are the things that I want to put in the booklet about music. First, you have to register early, right? Second, there's lots of things to choose from, except for the harp.
because it costs a lot. Always bring your blue card because you will get a blue card, and if you don't bring your blue card, you're going to have to wait. You won't be able to go to your lesson. Don't break your instruments. Don't let other people handle it because they might break it, and don't muck around with it. That's kind of like the same. And if you play well, you can go in for a concert and keep up the good work.
I think you should put more in about whether they bring their own instruments in or they use the school's instruments to practice or to have lessons.
Yeah.
We all wrote our pages up in rough and our teacher told us how to correct them.
I've just written up one sentence that I came across in one of the folders, and I just wanted to go through and look at the ways we're going to correct it, because in a minute you're going to be correcting each other's work, and I just want to go through now and spot just the main points of proofreading. Now, I've put a title here, and I think the important one we want to remember is to underline it. We must make it clear what the actual page is going to be about. All right? Now, there's something else that's wrong about that title. Vera? It hasn't got a...
L, near the U.
No. Rebecca? Where's the A missing?
After the U.
Right, so in fact, if we want to show that there's an A going in there, we can put it there and then put the A in the margin with a little thing to show it's missing. All right, so when you're marking each other's work, don't forget, if this is the margin and you see a mistake, put the correction in and then put it in the margin. Now, how do we begin? Paul, perhaps you can drop that for a minute. What about the beginning there? U.
Capital.
Right, a capital letter we want, don't we? So we could perhaps underline it and correct it there. And if you want to mark each other's work, you can use the words caps. And then that shows you that it should be a capital letter there. Caps. All right?
And you should put want, not won't. That should be an A. You spelled secondary wrong because you missed out the A. And where, that's wrong because it's a different kind of where. Okay. Uniform, missed out an I again. And blue, that's back to front. L should be before the U. And trousers, you missed out. You haven't put an R and a S at the end. Trousers.
We checked each other's work and then wrote our pages again till we were happy with them.
Now, what can I do for you this morning?
Well, we'd like to ask you a few questions.
4 of us went to interview the headmaster.
Children who are coming to Pimlico.
Oh,
And
that's...
just for them. So if you could just do slightly short answers for us.
Oh, yes, I'll try and be brief.
What do you like best about being a headmaster?
Certain things I don't like. I don't like being cooped up in this room all day. And I think it's true to say that the thing I enjoy most is going round the school, meeting the children and the teachers, and trying to deal with problems as they arise during the day. My contact with this huge number of people.
Let's just put that he likes going around and talking to the children and the grown-ups. But we won't put...
Well, how do we present the information for the brochure?
Why don't you just do what the headmaster said and not what we said? Why don't we do it as a story?
What do you mean?
No, like, just write, the headmaster told us of what he likes and everything like that.
We could always just do it as a question and answer, just doing the questions and then the answers. It would be much quicker that way.
A lot easier and better to put in the brochure, I think.
Yeah. Should we vote for it then? Okay.
We all decided to do it as question and answer, and here's what it looked like.
The interview with Miss Ruskowski. Miss Ruskowski is our form teacher. Her family is from Poland.
Scott interviewed our form teacher, Miss Ruskowski. She also teaches science.
She's only been in Pimlico as long as us, and she still gets lost in parts of the school.
Okay, we haven't got any notices today, but we'll be going to assembly in 5 minutes' time.
What doesn't she like about teaching? When kids are rude and when experiments go wrong.
Right, let's try and go through some of these things. Let's pick out one from ones I've selected here where the writing could be clearer.
Yes, Emily.
That one over there, family workshop.
All right, that was Len's, and I think, Len, you could probably agree now. This is perhaps a rough draft. This could definitely be improved. It needs spacing out, needs to be much clearer. So we've got to remember that one. OK, let's take a second one. What about leaving a margin, remembering that we're actually going to photocopy? Anyone?
Tuck shot.
All right, the tuck shot one. Now remember, when we come into photocopy, we want it spaced out neatly. The food here is rather too near to the margin. So remember, when you actually come to do your brochure and fit it on the page, leave margins. That's the second one there. Now remember also, we're going to photocopy. And when you photocopy, you need good black lines, strong lines to black or brown. And I've put that number 4. And if you do use colour, for instance, if you do the school badge, make sure at the end, Paul, is you do dark lines round the outside. I've put in there outlines.
Lots of us designed covers, so we had a meeting to choose the best one.
The black line would.
I like this one.
That one's nicer.
When they photocopy it, they can go around it in any colour they want to.
Yeah,
They
but yeah,
can put their own picture in there.
Yeah, but the
you can leave
writing
that
is
black.
red, and so it's more out.
But if you do that in blue, so they can fill it in themselves, and they could draw
yeah,
their
but then
own
the thing would
picture.
have to be quite big, wouldn't it? To put it all
Yeah, but it
out.
would fit on a piece of paper like this.
I like that one actually. So I like the footprints as well.
It's good.
It's good, yeah, I like it.
Brian did the final correcting. He gave the pages to Kate, who typed them out. I taught myself typing at home. The typewriter was the school secretary's. We made a model of the brochure, and I stuck the pages on to the brochure, and Scott added some photographs, which we took.
We used the school's photocopier in the library. We photocopied all the pages in the brochure, then we put them all together to make the brochure.
Up in the morning and out to school. The teacher is teaching the golden rule. American history, practical maths. You're studying hard and hoping to pass. Working your fingers right down to the bone. There's a guy behind you, won't leave you alone. Ring, ring goes the bell. The cook in the lunchroom's ready to set. You're lucky if you can find a seat. You're fortunate if you have time to eat. Back in the classroom, open your books. Even the teacher don't know how mean she looks.
Now we had to find out what the primary school kids thought of it.
Did you like the brochure?
Yeah, it's alright. Talking about teachers and all that.
What do you think about the brochure?
I think it's nice to make it so you know what's Pimlico's all about and all that.
Do you think we missed out anything? You know?
Yeah, a little bit. Like mistakes, and you missed out one word. Concourse.
I think it's good because I know more about it now, and I didn't know that much before.
What the teachers like?
Some of them are alright, but some are no.
How long does detention last?
Depends how bad you are.
Now what for you then?